Hello. For today's class, we have some booty burning work on our at-home Pilates reformer. You don't have to have the same machine as me, totally fine. You can adjust springs for whatever makes sense for you. You can adjust your handlebars for whatever makes sense for you. If you have or do not have them, that again is totally fine. I'll give you different options and variations. All right, so I'm gonna go medium spring load to get started, and we will get started with our hamstrings today. So for me, I'm turning my handlebars inward. You may just need to be able to pick your handlebar up. If you don't have handlebars, totally fine. You can just do this with your feet on your platform. So either feet on your bars, hips up, or feet on your platform, hips up. For today, I'm going to do it with my feet just on my platform. A little bit of a nicer option. And I'm going to take my hips to a hip bridge and then lengthen all the way out. And then slowly drag in, taking my knees over my heels. You want to be scooted up down far enough on your carriage so that you can get a little bit further in range of motion. And we'll just kind of warm up here to get started. I'm going to make sure that my clock is running. If at any time you need to reset your spine or your lower back is giving you trouble, let's go vertebrae by vertebrae. Down on the machine. Tailbone is the last thing to hit, and then on the way up, tailbone is the first thing to lift. Kind of like you have a tennis bracelet and you're just dropping it down onto your nightstand. It goes link by link, vertebrae by vertebrae. And then when you're ready, you just get back into the work, lengthening and curling, lengthening and curling. 10 seconds. We'll keep the left foot planted, lift the right toes to the stars. In 5, single leg work, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot planted, right toes to the stars, lengthen and curl. When you're ready, you can start to rock the toes down as you lengthen, pick the toes up as you curl. Now you might have to limit your range of motion a little bit, and the hips might drop ever so slightly, and that's totally fine. But try to keep your hips squared to the ceiling. So we don't want to drop down on the right side. 10 seconds. Let's take the right toes to the stars, left knee to 90. In 5, and 3, 2, and 1. Here we are. Now we're just pulsing through the hips. Up an inch, down an inch. Just pulse through the hips right here. 10 seconds. Same thing on the other side. We're planting the right foot in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Plant the right foot, lift the left toes. When you're ready, you can start to rock the leg as you lengthen and reach the toes as you bend through the right side. Again, try to keep your back lifted. And don't forget to breathe. 8 seconds here. Left toes to the stars, right heel planted. In 3, 2, and 1. From here, we just pulse up an inch, down an inch. Little pulse like you're trying to poke a hole in the ceiling with your toes. Pushing through the hips, pushing through the heel. Both feet are planted in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Both feet are planted here. First things first, let's just reset our spine, just like we did once before. Vertebrae by vertebrae. And then we'll lift our hips up and hold them. And from here, march out your feet. March out your feet. Try to keep your hips stable. Let's go 15 seconds marching. You need to plant down into your palms, plant down in your palms. 8 seconds, one more full range of motion with a little hip bridge pulse. In 3, 2, and 1. Full range of motion, both feet planted. And then when our knees are at that 90-degree bend, we'll pulse our hips up and down. Gravity is going to drop you down. Your job is to lift up. 1 pulse, 1 full range of motion. 15 seconds. We're taking our floppy cables and putting it around our right lower thigh. In 10, let's head to fire hydrants. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Keeping your cables the same as they are right now. We'll take our floppy cable, pull it in front of us, and then loop it around your right lower thigh, just above the knee. We're scooting all the way to our springs. And then once you're on your tabletop, we are lifting the right leg up, fire hydrant, and dropping it down. If you don't have these cables, that's totally fine. You can do it without a cable, or maybe you can put a weight behind your knee. Lift and lower. You got to brace through the core to keep yourself stable. Ten seconds. Open all the way up and hold. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. All the way open, hold. Now just pulse it up and down. Little pulse up and down. Back to full range of motion. Add a pulse each time in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Adding a pulse each time in full range of motion. – 15 seconds. You got the same thing on the other side. 10 seconds. Flip around, grab your other cable, or put your weight behind your other knee. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. All right, same thing on the other side. I switched machines so that you could see me better. We lift and lower. Lift and lower. Again, you got to brace through the core. Try not to dump your weight off to the right side. Eight seconds. Open all the way up and hold. In 3, 2, and 1. All the way up and hold. Now a little pulse up and down. Up and down. Little pulses here. Back to full range in 10. We're layering on a pulse each time in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Back to full range of motion. Go 20 seconds and you're out of this. We'll switch things up. 15 seconds. Take a quick breather. In 10, you are done here. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Last thing to do here, heaviest springs that you have. And then we're going to kneel on our front platform and our carriage. If you have straps, tuck your knees in the straps. If not, that's fine. Just make sure that you're wearing something that's not super slippery. From here, we will press the carriage all the way out and then slow drag on the way in. Press it out, slow drag on the way in. Make sure that your core is braced. Eight seconds. Find your halfway hold. In 3, 2, and 1. Halfway hold. Now squat your glutes all the way back. Try not to let the carriage move. Squat them forward. All the way back. Try not to let the carriage move. Squat them forward. 10 seconds. We'll go one outer thigh push and then one heavy squat from the knees in 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Combo out, in, drop, lift. Out, in, drop, lift. Push the hips forward, pelvis up. 8 seconds, halfway hold in your squat. In 3, 2, and 1. Halfway hold in your squat. We'll pulse it up, down, out, and in. Up, down, out, and in. Might not even look like you're moving barely at all. Lean forward ever so slightly. Core in, protect your back. 10 seconds, hold your halfway point in your squat. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Halfway point in the squat. Big breath in, sharp breath out, belly button tight, diaphragm up, and we'll pulse out and in. Little pulses out and in. I'm kind of feeling those shakes right there on my outer thighs, outer glutes. That's what we're looking for. Ten seconds, widest point, finishing in your squat. In 5, in 3, 2, and 1. Widest point, finishing in your squat. Drop down, lift up. 20 seconds to go here. If you want to pulse at the bottom, great. 15 seconds, you are done with this booty hamstring burner. Let's go 8. Big stretch. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, hope you enjoyed. I do have other classes on my channel. If you want to do core, if you want to do upper body, if you want to get a little bit more lower body, go ahead and check it out. I post every week. Let me know what you want to see.